Are we live? Let me quickly check. Okay, yeah, we are live. Perfect. Sorry, I was late by a couple of minutes, but yeah, I'll pick up all your questions. In the AI era, where large language models can manage Kubernetes from simple prompts, is deep hands-on expertise still necessary, or a general understanding and high-level management enough? No, no. See, that is what is important to understand, right? So yeah, so that is what is important, right? When it comes to is my audio low? Let me check. Okay. It should be better now. Can someone confirm? Is the audio perfect? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I was just trying to say that, see, the thing is that whether it is AI assistants, whether it is AI agents, end of the day, it all boils down to large language models, right? They all are dependent on large language models. And at this point of time, there is a lot of hallucination with our large language models. Imagine you are not good at Kubernetes, okay? And you rely completely on large language models. So you ask some question to it, you blindly believe it. And in some of the previous videos, I've shown you how bad is hallucination with large language models. So yeah, today, at least today, it's not possible that you don't have to learn any tool in depth, whether it is Kubernetes, whether it is Terraform. You still need to learn tools in depth. Large language models are only for convenience, right? So if you're doing some repetitive task, like instead of copy pasting things or such things, if you're good at already, you can use large language models just to improve your efficiency. That's it. I think I answered this question almost 100 times, but I totally understand the concern. Every time I see this question, um, I'm not bored of answering it because a lot of people have the same question, and I understand the concern. So let me tell you, especially when it comes to DevOps, it's a field that is constantly evolving. For example, only in 2024 and 2025 there are so many new things in DevOps. For example, FinOps, eBPF, MLOps, AIOps, Kubernetes management, where you have things like vCluster that has evolved, kubectl that has evolved. So definitely at this point of time, AI cannot replace DevOps, and I don't see this happening at least for the next 4 or 5 years. Who knows after that? But I cannot predict the future, but I can tell now there are so many things where forget AI. These things are still evolving, and people are learning these things. So yeah. Apart from working for employers, what other thing can a DevOps engineer do to earn a living? Freelancing. If you don't want to work for an employer, you can do freelancing, you can do content creation, right? You can start writing blogs, you can earn a lot. In any of these things, you can earn a lot. Your YouTube videos can help freshers who joined in and want to build a career in DevOps. What are the further steps? Yeah, whether you are a fresher, whether you are an experienced, you have videos that can help you. Perfect. Mm, mm, mm. Best books to study DevOps. I'm really not sure. I'm not into books, so I cannot suggest you any books. Where do you purchase all your t-shirts? And a fan of your collection? Thank you so much. I don't have anything specific. Uh, just random things. Career in SD versus DevOps in 2025. Personally, if you ask me, I would say DevOps because you know there are a lot of people in the space of SDE, but this is a niche skill when you compare with development, right? If you compare with development, most of the skills are niche skills. So if you can be good at these niche skills, you will have a better future. So yeah, as a Java full stack developer, how much DevOps is required to learn and sustain in the current future and the market? You can learn see you I mean, if you are a Java developer and if you want to continue to be a Java developer, you can just learn the basics of DevOps, right? And basics of cloud. That should be good enough. How can we use AI in DevOps? Ajay, if you go to the channel, we have a playlist called AI assisted DevOps. So if you go there, you will find I think there are 12 to 13 videos. You will understand a lot how AI can be used in different fields of DevOps. Why are all DevOps role being outsourced out of Canada? Uh, Maybe there are less DevOps engineers there, or maybe the pay scale is high. I That can be the reasons. Abhishek garu, మీ playlist follow అయితే చాలా for experienced people. Yeah, coffee with Kirtana, definitely yes. What will be expected max salary? Max, there is nothing called max. Even for 7 years in India, you can go up to 1 CR. So there is nothing called max. Actually, I'm the Scrum Master of two DevOps team and one team in platform enablement. Second team is observability, and I don't have that level of DevOps knowledge. Could you please guide me? Atom Gaming, you can start with our DevOps Zero to Hero playlist. That will give you fundamental understanding of DevOps. And as a Scrum Master to manage those teams, that will be good enough. How to switch from DevOps to FinOps? Can we expect any videos? We have done videos on FinOps. You can definitely take a look at them. We did a video on Cast AI. Probably, out of all the FinOps tools, I really love that tool. So you can definitely take a look at that video. But I don't think you have a lot of openings for FinOps at this point of time. A lot of DevOps engineers do the FinOps thing, and I see the same thing in future as well. You might see very less positions dedicated FinOps engineers because cost optimization has always been a core skill of DevOps engineers. So instead of building a new FinOps team, they might take some DevOps engineers and ask them to do the FinOps related activities. In your next Udemy course, you are explaining theory part or you'll explain scenarios as well. The focus is to explain the scenarios. So I'll cover a lot of scenarios in that Udemy course. How many months gap is okay for your next job? I think up to 6 months you can manage. AWS DevOps versus Azure DevOps. Which cloud is present trending jobs? Both are good. Both of them are pretty good. Deepika Arjunan, thanks for joining as member. Suman Reddy and Shiva Sahit Patel, thank you for joining as members. You will get access to our Discord server for sure. Like you can just follow the steps in the community tab and you can join our Discord server. Hi Anna, which side of transition is better for DevOps? Acha, from DevOps to MLOps or AIOps or cloud management or Kubernetes management. Now I have 4 years experience into DevOps. If you already have experience into DevOps, I would say instead of transitioning to MLOps, I mean, if you want, you can do that. But otherwise, you can add skills like AIOps, FinOps, cloud management, Kubernetes management. They are not new roles. They are just extensions of your DevOps engineering, right? So you don't have to shift to Kubernetes management engineer. As DevOps engineer, start learning these skills. That's it. See, in future, it doesn't matter whether you call it as a DevOps engineer, whether you call it as an operations engineer, but the person who is doing DevOps engineering, they will start learning all of these skills, and overall, this position will evolve. That is what that is what it is going to happen. Alternative of FTP server on AWS. What do I mean? I did not understand that. Any plan of launching zero to hero updated DevOps course on Udemy? We are constantly updating our YouTube course. If you see, we have recently added Linux, right? We recently added 5 videos of Linux to our DevOps zero to hero playlist. We added a new video which explains prerequisites and software development lifecycle of DevOps engineering, for DevOps engineering. So we are constantly updating it. We updated DevSecOps CI/CD pipeline. We added, couple of new projects, Docker Compose. So whatever things are needed, we are updating it on the YouTube channel. But I mean, if you people need it on Udemy, I'll definitely do it. But right now, it's freely available on YouTube. So, I mean, it's definitely up to you people. Whatever you people like to, I'll do it. I'm watching Abhishek Python videos while watching live. Great experience. Wow. How are you able to do both? Awesome. Okay, same question I just answered. Better between Azure DevOps and Jenkins. Um, I think Azure DevOps is better, if you ask me, because it's a complete uh, package, right? Jenkins is just a orchestrator. Abhishek, do you have plans to make any videos on open cost? Yeah, definitely I'll make video on open cost. Expecting recession. Why? Why are you expecting that? Maunika, thank you so much. Appreciate your time management video. Thank you so much. Anna has a 7 years in middleware. I'm planning to shift to DevOps. Please suggest some tips for experienced people like me. In every live I'm asking, hoping one day you will respond. Yeah, sure, I'll definitely respond. Sorry, I couldn't read your comment before, but see, it doesn't matter if you have 7 years experience in middleware, or if you're coming from a systems engineer background, or if you're coming from a developer background. You just need to follow our DATE, which we call as date roadmap, where you start learning DevOps zero to hero, then you start learning AWS or Ansible, Azure zero to hero, then Terraform zero to hero, finally Python. So we have all of these available free on the YouTube channel. Even if you want to learn some things on top of this, we have observability, we have Ansible, we have Kubernetes troubleshooting. So what I mean to say, just start with DATE. That should be good enough for you to give the interviews. That should be good enough for you to participate in the interviews. Yeah. Hello, farm. Okay. Hello, former uh, Red Hat champ. Future of K8s in next decade. In my opinion, it would be mandatory, normal like Linux today. Everybody will be using it and learning it. Definitely. So, you know how AI experts view Kubernetes as, Anish, if you talk to AI experts, what they tell today, just like how software applications use Linux as an operating system, right? Not most, every software application is deployed on Linux and it's a core. Similarly, for AI agents, for AI assistants, AI experts believe Kubernetes is going to become the core. So everybody has to learn Kubernetes, especially as a DevOps engineer. This is one of the advantages that you get. If you make Kubernetes as your subject matter expertise, you will see a very good, you know, addition to your resume. Nikhil, thanks for joining as member. The Udemy course does not include observability. Yeah, the reason why I did not include observability, because for the same project I have done observability zero to hero free on the YouTube channel. Udemy does not allow to do same content that you already have on YouTube. So I don't want to break that requirement with Udemy. So if you complete our Udemy course, the same project, exact same project, Observability Zero to Hero is uploaded on the YouTube channel. So you can follow that. Hi Abhishek Anna, are you available on TopMate? We want your guidance, please. Right now, I am not on TopMate. If you want guidance, you can join our Discord server. So, instead of spending my time on TopMate, I've decided to spend my time on Discord server. So every day I'm pretty active on the Discord server, and we keep answering queries of people. It can be related to their career, it can be related to DevOps related questions. We are quite active there. So we transitioned completely from TopMate to Discord. What we can expect your new Udemy course? We are going to do DevOps topic by topic interview questions, which also covers scenario based interview questions. So I took a poll on the YouTube channel and Telegram, and the outcome is that majority of the people are interested in DevOps topic by topic scenario based interview questions. Mm, I want to gain knowledge of DevOps and AWS. Should I start with DevOps Zero to Hero first or AWS Zero to Hero or vice versa? See, very simple. If you don't have the fundamentals of DevOps, you cannot learn cloud. Very basic thing, right? If you don't know what is Kubernetes, how can you learn EKS? If you don't know what is a virtualization, how do you understand what is a virtual machine? Or how do you understand what is EC2 instance? If you don't know, let's say, what is the concept of networking, how do you understand cloud networking? So, in a nutshell, you should first learn DevOps and then you should learn uh, AWS or Azure. Anshul, thanks for joining as member. Do you think it is easier to transition to MLOps than DevOps from Linux to admin role? No. You should. I mean, it is easy to transition to DevOps first. Then, it would be easy to transition to MLOps. Abhi, you're very funny. Love your humor. Okay, thank you so much. I take it as a compliment. Bro, is Argo CD being used in production? Oh, definitely. Like it is one of the popular tools when it comes to GitOps. Flux CD and Argo CD used to be, head to head, but right now most of people lean towards Argo CD. So yeah, it's used in production, quite common. Thank you so much, Anna. Hope we'll ping you one day with good offer in DevOps. Definitely. Bro, is it possible to do video on salary depending on experience, MNCs, startups, service based, product based, based on different scenarios? Bro, it will be difficult, Raghava, because different companies have different pay structure, different companies have different salaries. So, you know, lot of that information would not be clear if I make a video on that. So, rather, I would recommend to go to Glassdoor or make connections on LinkedIn. If you have questions related to package of particular company, you can get to know about it. Harish, thanks for joining as member. See you on the Discord. Hmm. Yeah, Kubernetes is enough for experienced person. Yeah, definitely. So we have 35 videos related to Kubernetes in Kubernetes Zero to Hero playlist, and definitely yes. What is your next Udemy course? Is it CCAD? No. We took a poll between Kubernetes, CKA, and DevOps topic by topic interview question, scenario based, and 61% voted for DevOps topic by topic scenario based question. And you will be surprised, more than 10,000 people voted for it. I mean, more than 10,000 people took the poll, and approximately 61%, that is close to 6,100 people, voted for topic by topic interview questions. Could you please talk about AI agents? Yashwant, if you go to our channel, we have a complete playlist, AI assisted DevOps, where I talked about multiple agents. In fact, I also explained you how to create your own AI agent. I used Crew AI to explain you how to create your own agents. Hey, Srinit, thanks for joining as member. See you on the other side on Discord. I'm finding difficulties while learning Kubernetes. It's looking very tough. Shweta, probably if you can ask question, mm, like if your question can be more specific, I can answer it like, what exactly are you finding it difficult? Because I've done a lot of videos which explains how to learn Kubernetes is an easy way. Even today, if you watch my video, I uploaded a video at 9 o'clock where I explain how you can use an AI agent which can accelerate your Kubernetes learning pace. Bro, could you please make and explain MLOps in simple terms? Okay, I'll try my best. So MLOps is basically machine learning operations, right? So just like in software development lifecycle, how there are operations that are included. Similarly, in machine learning lifecycle as well, there are operations included. And MLOps is something which tries to bridge the gap between machine learning or the development and operations involved in the machine learning. It is heavily inspired by DevOps. You can simply consider MLOps as DevOps for machine learning. But yeah, uh, there are different stages that are involved. I'll try to make videos. Hello sir, my internship starts on 2nd June. Role is DevOps intern. Internship is for 2 months. I have zero knowledge in DevOps. What thing should I grab the PPO which is performance based? So just start with our DevOps zero to hero playlist and go with our AWS or Azure, whichever the company is using. Then you will find things easier once you join the organization. Sure, sure, sure. Anup, definitely Anup. Please create video for how to select tool for each DevOps service as there are a lot of options available. Yeah, it doesn't matter. See, there might be a lot of options. The simple way that you can do it, let's say you're confused about CI/CD. Okay, you're confused which CI/CD tool that you have to pick up. Do a very simple exercise. Just go to LinkedIn, take 10 job descriptions. If you have patience, take 50 job descriptions. And in each job description, look out for CI/CD tool that they are asking. So likewise, when you look at 50 job descriptions, you will realize which CI/CD is important for the job, and just go there. I mean, go to your course, whichever you're taking on our YouTube channel or other sources, and start learning that particular CI/CD platform. If you ask a specific concept, I can tell you which tool is good at it and which tool is quite commonly used in the market. For example, you were asking about CI/CD, then GitHub Actions is quite popular these days, right? So I would recommend to learn GitHub Actions. If you're asking about infrastructure as code, I would recommend Terraform. New CKA harder than before? I don't think so. Especially, I feel new CKA is easier when compared to the previous one because previously they used to have HCD backup. They used to have a lot of you know ad- totally administrative related things which are not quite required in the market these days. Best example is etcd backup. Now they have replaced it with operators, uh, which is a very easy thing, right? How do you deploy an operator, or how do you deploy argo cd using operator? These concepts are pretty simple. So I feel new cka is not harder, but it is little easier compared to the previous one. What do you think? When are you planning for meetups in Anna? Sure, I'll definitely let you know. Just a second, guys. Yeah, my bad. Yugender Kanaparthi got selected. Okay, nice. Hey, Abhi, became a member. I have a query. I haven't worked in the company DevOps team, but expect observability and CI/CD pipelines I've worked with. Anshul, you can ask the same question on Discord. We can have a conversation, right? You just joined as a member, so just join our Discord, initiate the conversation. We'll have a quick chat. Abhi, what do you think about QA engineering? It is becoming more popular than ever because of AI agents. Okay, because of AI agents, QA engineering is becoming more popular. Why? I'm not sure. Is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, not sure. Please make a video on KH GPT. Okay, sure. Suresh, thanks for joining us, member. AWS seems too lengthy. Can you please provide study material like easy way to learn? No. See, AWS is lengthy. You have to accept the fact. There are so many services. Um in our AWS Zero to Hero playlist, I think I covered up to 30 services. So you need to learn all of them. I wouldn't recommend any shortcuts. Sai Kiran, thanks for joining us, member. Yeah, Suresh as well. Okay, you will see a video on KHGPT. Don't worry. It's not that tough. I'll make a video on KHGPT. Abhishek, I've completed learning DevOps from Linux to CI/CD, but not getting calls. Uh, Das, probably you can share your LinkedIn profile on our Discord server. I'll try to see why. I'll just try to check how is your LinkedIn profile. Do you see GitHub Actions replacing Jenkins on the CI part? See, the thing is that in the cloud native space, Jenkins, there are alternatives to Jenkins like GitHub Actions and all. But Jenkins is also introducing Jenkins X. I don't know how many of you know. Jenkins is coming up with something called Jenkins X, which is in the cloud native space. So it is already launched, but it is not that popular today. Need Nginx Zero to Hero. Also about APIs. Okay. Should we choose legacy tools or trending ones? Start with legacy tools because when it comes to interviews, they focus on legacy tools. Learning trending things to just understand what is missing in the legacy ones, but focus on legacy ones first. Pretty Komal. Pretty Komal. Thanks for joining us, member. How difficult to get a DevOps job if hiring team comes with a AI chatbot as interviewer? I faced it recently. I haven't faced AI chatbot for an interview yet, but I think humans are difficult. Some or the other way, I feel AI chatbots are much easier. But yeah, I am yet to experience something like that. I'll just try to give an interview. If any company is taking the interview using AI chatbots. Abhishek, I'm a .NET developer with 5.5 years experience. Want to move to cloud. Okay. Want to move to cloud. Please suggestion which is better, AWS or Azure. Uh, Komal, I would suggest AWS. Although we have both AWS and Azure, but yeah, I would suggest AWS if you're in India. Anna Barcelona ఓడిపోయింది. Oh shit. Sorry for all the Barcelona fans, for all the Messi fans. Anna, are any certifications required for freshers? For freshers, I wouldn't recommend certifications. Focus time on doing projects. Thanks for all that you are doing, Abhishek. Thank you. Really appreciate for appreciating my efforts. Why AWS then Azure? No, it's very simple. I always try to see which has the largest market share, and I always try to understand from interviews point of view. That's why I said Komal. If you are in India, AWS, because in India, AWS has take job descriptions, right? If you take job descriptions, you will understand why I'm saying AWS. If you have 100 jobs on LinkedIn, if 60 jobs are asking for AWS, I will definitely prefer AWS, right? Because I want to get more opportunities, at least interview calls. That's the only reason. But I don't have any hard feelings to Azure. If you want to go with Azure, I have done Azure playlist. Some or the other way, I feel it is better than my AWS playlist. So if you want to go with it, you can go with it. It's mindset, right? See, some people want to be in the space where there are less number of engineers. Some people want to be in the space where there are, which is popular in terms of interviews. So it depends on your mindset. DV Prasad Raidu, thank you. And Mahesh, thank you so much. Okay. Bro, can diploma student become DevOps engineer without degree? I think without degree it is difficult, buddy. Uh, you need a degree because in India, hiring, they expect you to provide a degree. Anna, please reply. I have career gap of 2.5 years. Okay. And due to family issues, I want to restart my career. Good. As DevOps engineer, before I was a front end developer, I'm scared to start make living out of it. Okay. If you want to become a DevOps engineer with 2.5 years experience, I would recommend, you know, do start with freelancing. At least create an account with freelancing, and if you can grab one or two opportunities, you don't have a career gap, right? Because um, you started working for your clients on the freelancing sites, so you have some experience to show. That's how you can eliminate your career gap. It's not that difficult. If you're good with your skills, you can easily find one or two clients. Hello, Tarak. I have basic coding knowledge, but I'm interested in DevOps. Do you think should I focus on DSA or DevOps as fresher to crack job in DevOps? To crack job in DevOps, you need to focus on DevOps. You don't need to learn a lot of DSA because as DevOps engineers, we don't use a lot of DSA. We just use the basic data types. So even your interviews, they wouldn't be asking you related data structures and algorithms. They would just ask you basic data types in Python, but not data structures and algorithms. What is that? Can you talk more about freelancing option, please? Um, See, I spoke a lot about freelancing. If you go to my YouTube channel, there are videos on freelancing, but very simple. I mean, I'll just repeat it because you are asking here. So, there are websites like Freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr. So, what you need to do, just go to these websites, create an account. And in these things, there are two options. One, are you looking for a freelancer or are you looking for opportunity? So you should sign up as I'm looking for opportunities. And then they ask you to present your skills where you can just say these are my skills. XYZ is a skill, ABC is my skill, Kubernetes, cost optimization. These are my primary skills. And then you start building your profile, and there are a lot of people who have posted their requirements. So you start applying for the requirements, just like a job, right? Create an account with these freelancing websites. You will understand, but you have to be very patient. To create an account itself, it is going to take you at least 4 5 hours. It is like preparing your resume. It is like preparing uh, you know a cover letter. There are a lot of things that you have to fill. If you are patient, definitely the result will be fruitful. Of course, you should have a skill, right? You should have a skill. You should keep searching, and especially for people with career gap, it is important. How to post ad on a freelancing site? I've never posted an ad, so I'm not sure. I believe on the profile. If you have a strong LinkedIn profile, if you have a strong GitHub profile, or initially if you offer uh, to do work for less price, it should be good. Suggest any good certification for 3 years DevOps engineer. I only like Kubernetes certifications. CKS, CCAD, CKS. CKS is like very, very tough. So these are the certifications. How to tackle DB related questions for senior engineer role? What kind of questions? What are they asking? Like, you can probably ask the question. What kind of DB questions? Mm, are they asking you how do you deploy a database on Kubernetes cluster? You can just explain. We use stateful set. Uh, when it comes to data, we put that in a persistent volume, and we use the storage class such as EBS, EFS, or if you're dealing with large scale, you can say AWS FSX, um, NetApp, and AWS FSX is for large data where they have NetApp on tap solution, right? Otherwise, you can just say EFS or EBS if you're dealing with small amount of data. That's it, right? Um, Other than that, what kind of questions they can ask? Probably they might ask you, how do you take backup of your data, right? Or they might ask you, what kind of activities do you do related to DB? So you can just say that we just deploy the database onto the Kubernetes cluster. Um, we take backups using AWS or Azure inbuilt features like snapshots. That's it. If you have anything specific, you can ask me. For a manual tester to start with DevOps, which scripting is important? You should start with shell scripting. I would recommend that. Brother, we want full Kubernetes course on Udemy. I'll definitely do it. After the DevOps topic by topic interview question, I'll do that. So I was just taking your opinion, all the subscribers' opinion. Most of the subscribers voted for DevOps topic by topic, but 40% voted for Kubernetes. So I'll do that, and then I'll do Kubernetes as well. By I know DevOps engineer को coding आना must, like HTML, JavaScript, Python, Bash. What will you do with JavaScript? What will you do with HTML? You don't need them. Okay, I still agree about your, uh, you know, Bash and Python. They are important, but what will you do with JavaScript? Suggest free platform for real mock interview, no AI. Bro, how will you find free platform? It's not possible, right? See, why would technically somebody spend their time to do your mock interview like a real human? So imagine, uh, let's say I am doing free mock interviews. What will I get out of it? You need something for your living, right? uh, if they're doing it on a YouTube channel, at least they're monetizing the content. But you're asking for free platform where you get real mock interview. That's not possible. Why would somebody sit 24 by 7 just to take your interviews, and that is also for free of cost? Harshavardhan, thanks, buddy. See you on Discord. If you have any questions on how to join Discord, just go to the membership tab. So you will find a tab called membership tab. Just go there and you're all set. You will find all the instructions. Srinath Reddy got a job at Cognizant and I'm planning to join, but my actual goal is to move into DevOps. I'm thinking for working a year learning DevOps in parallel, then making to switch. Do you suggest this path? Okay. So Srinath asked this question. I think Srinath just joined from our live stream to Discord, and Srinath asked this question. A lot of people started responding. Okay. Good, good. Endi bro, late night. Uday Kumar Reddy. Bro, most of our live sessions are late night. Fortunately or unfortunately, we do it late nights. I think a lot of people are interested in this late night live streams. I see a lot of enthusiasm. Is DevOps declining? COVID time 10 needed, now 3 needed. Bro, that is with every stream. Like during COVID, there was huge requirement for development as well, right? How many Java developers or how many openings for Java developers? Now it has declined. It's not about DevOps, it's about market. Mhm. Okay. Srinith is asking when are you coming to Warangal? Bro, any other way to connect with you apart from Discord? Right now, one is this live stream. I do it on every Wednesdays. You can join these live streams. You can ask your questions. I spend a lot of time answering these questions. Other thing, we have a Discord server which is almost 24 by 7. Of course, that doesn't mean you just post the question, you get the answer to it. We take Sometimes we take up to 3 hours to respond, but during the peak hours, we also reply like in 5-10 minutes. But yeah, we just say that we can respond back to you in 3 to 4 hours. So that's what I mean. Like it's almost 24 by 7. We are trying to be very active there. Live stream, Discord server. Yeah, that's it. Right now, these are the things. Is there a chance to get CK exam for free of cost for students? No, you can get discounts during the Cyber Week, but if they have any offers or any giveaways, you can get it. But otherwise, like you cannot get it all the time. What to include in a resume as a BPO guy transitioning to DevOps? Hmm. See, if you're a BPO person, let's say your BPO also has software engineering, right? Some companies, like for example, Genpact has BPO. Genpact also has software side. So you can learn DevOps and you can show your past experience as DevOps engineer. But for that, during your interviews, they will ask you questions. What you can do is you can learn from our channel. You can start doing projects. You can build LinkedIn profile. You can build your GitHub profile and showcase your resume as a DevOps engineer. That's the only thing that you can do, right? Mohit, thanks for joining us, member. Have 12 years non-IT experience. Good to move into DevOps. Yeah, why not? I'll say yes. Can we host monolithic applications on Kubernetes? Yeah, you can do it, but uh, you know, these are mostly for microservices, cloud native applications. If you have a monolithic application, evaluate like why do you want to move to Kubernetes? That is important, right? It's not that everybody is on Kubernetes. You also want to move to Kubernetes. No, evaluate your priorities. Like why do you want to do it? Uh, long short, long answer short. You can definitely deploy your monolithic application onto Kubernetes, but you might not find a lot of advantages. Kubernetes is designed for containers. Kubernetes is designed for microservices, right? Hi, bro. Are your lessons courses applicable to DevOps engineers join in USA or a bit more tailored to? No, no, no. No. There is nothing related to India or Indian market. The concept of DevOps that is taught in our DevOps, AWS, Terraform, or all the playlists on the channel, they are good for USA, India, across the globe, wherever you are. Prithvi, Vasireddy, you can follow these videos and you will get, how do I say that? Like you will be in a position to clear the interviews. It doesn't matter where you are. A lot of people from USA have secured opportunities. Like if you look at our Monday motivation post, you will realize that a lot of people have secured opportunities by just following our playlist. They got placed in US, UK, across the globe. Few viewers did not aware how to create architecture diagram. Make a video on that. Okay. These days it's lot easier, Sanjay, because you have tools like Eraser.io, you have tools like Draw.io, Eraser AI, Draw.io. So these tools make it easy. Excel Draw, but yeah, I'll make video. First, you need to have a flow chart. You need to understand what you need to put into the architecture diagram. Then designing the architecture diagram has become much easier these days. Bro, I got a job in SRE role, and is there any growth in the future? Yeah, definitely. If you are an SRE engineer, you can always switch to DevOps. If you are a DevOps engineer, you can always switch to SRE. So that's not a big deal. Join that company, start working on that role. Will Azure overtake AWS? I think in the space of AI workloads, machine learning workloads, Azure might overtake AWS, even in the CI/CD solutions, because Azure DevOps is far better than compared to AWS DevOps. So there are certain things where Azure might overtake AWS for sure in future. Mm-mm. Okay. Sanjay, thanks for joining as member. DK Rao as well. Bro, can you share automated scripts for real-time project in organization? If you look at Python or shell scripting playlist, Shankar Ganesh, you will find them. Shankar Ganesh, just go through our shell scripting or Python scripting playlist. You will find lot of real-time scripts. Is it good to master cloud in Germany and land in a cloud engineer as fresher? Yeah, definitely. सर CI/CD नहीं हो पा रहा है, प्लीज हेल्प. Satyam, what are you finding difficult? Can you please put that? Ingress controller versus API gateway. Some or the other way you can consider Ingress controller as something that is providing load balancing solution to your Kubernetes cluster. API gateway is more or less, it's a gateway for your API. You can add things like your DDoS, web application firewall. So API gateway is more of securing your API, blacklisting IPs, whitelisting IPs, web application firewall, things like denial of service attack. Whereas Ingress controller is mostly catering the load balancing solution for your Kubernetes cluster. Now, saying all this, some of the Ingress controllers can actually work as API gateways as well. They are not full-fledged API gateways, but they can help with the important API gateway solutions. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's the difference. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mohan Bhargav, US companies are asking to clear lead code challenge. I perform well for DevOps part. I wrote Python script. It depends on company, Bhargav. I've seen a lot of US interviews where they don't even ask you to write code. Most of the interviews are like casual conversations. They just ask you about past experience. So what I mean to tell you is it mostly depends on companies. It cannot be that generic that US companies are asking a lead code challenge. Some US companies ask for it, some US companies don't ask for it. Actually, majority of the companies don't ask for it. Hannah, how did you gain so much knowledge in a lot of domains? See, it's a continuous learning. That's it. I don't say that, I got opportunities every time. It's a continuous journey. Sometimes I did not get opportunity to learn few things. Best example is AWS. I haven't gotten opportunity to I haven't got an opportunity to work on AWS, but what I've done is, I have taken that by doing freelancing. So every time I did not get an opportunity, I created opportunity. That's it. Uh, it's a continuous learning journey. Could you please explain about Docker build kit? Okay, sure. I'll try to make a video on that. I think we have done a video on Docker build kit, uh, where I also covered about. Yeah, I think I've done video on build kit. I think I've done on build packs as well. Yugender, bro, next week I have interview scheduled as fresher. Okay, as a DevOps fresher. Good. Which concepts I have to stress more? Yugender stress more on Terraform and Kubernetes. Also stress more on AWS networking. I think these should be good. But if you have job description, you will also understand more, right? In the job description they might have added few things, but from my side what I would tell you is focus on Kubernetes, focus on AWS networking, and focus on Terraform. Harsha says, "Hello Abhishek, thanks for sharing content on AWS, DevOps, and Linux. They have they have been very helpful. I'm happy to say that I've secured a full-time role at AWS. Oh wow, as a support engineer, managed operations in Berlin. Amazing. Somebody just asked about Germany, right? I don't remember who asked about Germany. Somebody said, "Can I follow your playlist and get a job at in Germany?" And now Harsha shared the success story that Harsha joined at AWS as a support engineer operations in Berlin. Great. Congratulations, Harsha. Thank you so much for sharing this in the live stream. I'll also try to put this in Monday motivation. If you can drop an email or if you can, share that somewhere to me, because after this live stream, it's very hard to find this comment. Uh, then I already replied to this question. I think you might have missed it, but it is easy to transition to DevOps, not MLOps. Somebody is asking, can you share the Discord link? Our Discord server does not have a link. Even if you search for our Discord server, you will not find it because it's a YouTube integrated Discord server. Only people who join as members of the channel, they can get access to it. Interviewer asked about Apache Kafka. Uh, Sir, if interviewer ask about Apache Kafka or Cassandra, what is a good source to learn these tools as DevOps from DevOps point of view? How much should I learn them? Okay, I haven't made video on Apache Kafka. I think I should make it. But yeah, sure, I'll make that video in future. Can you plan a small project where max tools usage covered? I did that on Udemy. Um Sai is asking this question. So I did that on Udemy. You can check out our Udemy project, or even if you go to our YouTube channel, you will find some of the projects. Hey, have you used KubeVirt? What's your thought on that? I used KubeVirt when I was working at Red Hat. I think it's a good one. Um, yeah, I'll also try to make video on that. Red Hat also contributes a lot to KubeVirt. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think we are just over 1 hour, and it's already like 11:52. So we'll conclude this live stream. Next time I'll try to start early, and yeah, we'll meet next Wednesday in another live stream. If you have questions and if you want to connect, you can also join our Discord server. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for joining. See you all. Bye bye. Take care.